So what's up everybody, Frank Valkyria, welcome to the channel. Before we go, don't worry, this is a non-spoiler review of Jurassic Park Dominion, but we gotta talk about this. So those are some headlines, don't read it too much. And alright, first thing first, seems like a lot of critics are not enjoying this movie very much. I'm not gonna get too much into it. The majority of people seems it's enjoying this movie. I watched the movie. What do I think? Well, it's a little complicated, I have to say. Let's start with the obvious. I did enjoy the three past member of the movie, like Dr. Malcolm and the other two that I already forgot the name, which were in the first Jurassic Park. They're reunited, and to see that was actually pretty nice. I also have to admit that to try to create plot and subplot so that you can use all these additional main characters, I mean, it's been quite challenging. So I have to say, the fact that they managed to do, to juggle that a little bit around, it's already quite something, I have to admit. So another aspect of the movie, of course, is the wow factor that of course now has diluted more and more and more, because the dinosaurs are in there, that they are scary, so that they're gonna bite something, and you just wonder how they're gonna play with it. So there are a little bit of different movies inspiration which I noticed in this one, which is the dinosaurs, they're sort of like becoming a little bit like satellites, to the story. And this movie in particular became a little bit more kind of a mixture of something of the old movies plus other movies, focusing a little bit more on the action, on the chase. The fact that there are several other countries, I suppose I can say that without too much of a big of a spoiler. There are some scenes in Italy, some scenes in Malta, some scenes somewhere in the north of America. So it gives you a little bit that vibe of being almost a bit of a born identity of James Bond type of movie that travels in different vibe. All right, there's also a little bit of Uncharted in there, video game-ish. So the story follows a little bit around that without focusing too much on the dino. Actually, the dino are just like serving as a scapegoat when creating somewhere actually quite later in the movie a little bit of suspense. At least for me, there was some suspense, was interesting, like I said, to try to put all those characters together, make them work, give them some lines and interact together. I have to say that was quite challenging. Was it the best of the bunch? I don't know. There are very nice shots, very interesting shots, but when those characters are already established, this is also the price you pay, because those beautiful characters were established in the Steven Spielberg movie. So great character development. So now you have them already packaged to go, ready to go. And I think that's the reason why it was focusing more truly on the chase and on the action, and taking inspiration a little bit of other movie, including also Interstellar. Like they got a little bit creative with who is the villain. And also you have the first, this is the first time you have a passive aggressive hipster villain. You'll realize when you watch it, all right? You'll realize it when you watch it, and then you come here and you tell me you were right. That hipster mochaccino villain was passive aggressive. I'm telling you. For the rest, it's nice. I'm actually looking forward to see it again, but sometimes you cannot help but feel that, like the masterpieces of entertainment of Spielberg cannot just be recreated, and of course it's so hard when something is being milked already with what now, 6 movies, 7 movies. So pretty difficult. The bad thing about being older and of seeing so many movies is that you start to be not surprised so much, and you would just hope that a lot of franchises, they would move on and they will make new stories instead of just milking, and also in the process a little bit taking the halo, the beauty out of those masterpieces, you know, because in trying to create always new franchises, you always take a little bit of piece away of the beauty of the first few or the first one, you know. And we've seen this happening all the time with the Matrix, with Star Wars, and a little bit with this as well. Definitely worth a watch, I have to say. I don't think it's that bad to the extent, you know, like, because your expectation, you have to lower your expectations, and you have to be aware that this is the sixth or the seventh movie dealing with dinosaur on the loose. So there is just so much creativity you can put into the picture. But that said, they did manage to a degree that was pleasant enough. So I'm sure you'll have fun with your kids, but don't expect like to be blown away with the same intensity when you went to see the first movie, for instance, you know. There are some nice moments, and I have to say, despite everything, was very nice to see all the main characters together, the old characters from the first movie. That I honestly appreciated very much, and they also did it in a way that wasn't overly cringe. So guys, let me know your thoughts when you see the movie. I'll see you later. Take care of yourself.